We had a merch store and we got rejected from just basic stuff like if it looks too close to Vanilla Ice. So we decided to try a new store. It's not integrated, doesn't look all fancy, but we'll have links for you. And these are some of the designs that we listen to you and you don't like our weird, disturbing, AI-generated, soulless, stolen art. Take a look. I think you'll have a good time laughing at our attempt to merchandise ourselves.
You can go over to the Facebook page and post a picture of you in your shirt, and we'll show it to people.
So,
Waffle.
I like it already. This is a great idea. I'm not shocked. There's 12 days.
12 days.
There's another catch. They have no idea who their bandmates are gonna. This is gonna be great.
Okay.
This is gonna be great.
This is gonna be tough. Even with a band that's cohesive and everything like that, doing any of this in 12 days is impossible.
Sebastian Bach.
Okay.
Still making music. Check out our previous video.
I still think his vocals are pretty good.
Scott Ian from Anthrax and now Mr. Bungle.
This guy was on Oz. That's what I know him from.
Jason Bonham, who's the son of John Bonham, drummer for Led Zeppelin. So Jason Bonham also plays in a bunch of current bands. I can't think of what he's in, but he sits in for drummers in different like big groups.
Careful, because when you make a mistake in anything, you will get 50 comments months later.
No. The best thing to do is to say something wrong and get a lot of activity on the channel.
Purposefully.
So Jason Bonham is the drummer for Slayer, and he also flies helicopters to Antarctica to do penguin research.
Ted Nugent.
Oh God, he is a pain.
Who was, a pain in the ass when he was on his own.
Right.
Supergroup. Like I was about to say, not shocked that there's only one season of this.
Right.
I'm ready for maximum good,
He's in a Hummer.
maximum ugly. I can take anything.
Back when those existed.
I don't.
Well, people still have them.
The wide ones, the real.
Yeah, they just can't afford to drive them. They get like 4 miles to the gallon.
And I'm a big fan of anything food. I'm in Nevada, and I end up in a neighborhood.
Wow.
Boy, somebody retarded.
Yeah.
Very AI. This is going to fit in with our background quite well.
Las Vegas, you put this.
What's with the music in the background?
I know.
On
Lead guitarist and singer. Yeah, Scott Ian's more of a rhythm player.
13th, 1948, which was a momentous occasion for true independence and attitude. And nothing has been more perfect since.
all right, reset.
I've only really known him from like kind of just his character, not really his music.
To do my laundry.
Oh yeah? He has a couple of really good songs. Like Stranglehold is amazing.
Be my room.
And there's a couple other ones. He wrote Bohemian Rhapsody, and I'm just gonna keep firing off the wrong stuff.
He's trolling you guys. And he told you he was going to troll you.
Hunting.
And like I don't know this stuff either, so
Right.
a part of me is like, really?
He played bass on Unjustice for All.
That I got my first electric guitar.
Then what happened to you?
Up as a spiritual erection.
So Ted Nugent was a guy that wasn't into like the drug part of rock and roll, so he really focused on the sex part of rock and roll. So all of his songs are heavily sexualized.
Isn't he like ultra conservative?
He is.
Super Trump.
Yeah, he's a mega gun guy.
Yeah, great.
Playing with the bad and the ugly just for effect.
Yeah, he'll like go to a school shooting and being like, this is how the shooter could have been more effective.
This decadence and go play some rock and roll.
Yeah, he's not the kind of guy I would hang out with.
No.
Will fight hard for my musical dreams to dominate a musical collaboration. Feeling much better now.
He's like a less crazy,
Not even waste my time with people.
but evil Gary Busey.
Right here, I will.
I don't
with
know
those
if
teeth.
he's less crazy.
Even to say the word.
Well, he comes off less crazy. How about that?
They're gonna breathe fire or they're going to get hurt as I teach them how.
I don't want you to start this collaboration with that attitude.
I also don't want that. I guess that's why they got him.
Right.
It's something like if it's Christmas.
And he happened to be free to do this.
Yeah, they picked him on purpose because he's gonna make this terrible.
My name is Jason Bonham. I've been playing drums now since
So he also plays with Foreigner.
Madness begin.
first band,
That famous song, Never Gonna Give You Up.
which was signed to Atlantic, which led me to get my own thing together, Bonham, in the late 80s, early 90s. What I'm doing now, I play drums to Foreigner.
It's hard to stand out as a drummer, isn't it?
Not necessarily. There's definitely drummers that stand out. There's some people that think that Mick Fleetwood is a great drummer because he plays less than every other drummer. So there's just things about drumming that once you get into the minutia of it, you can really figure stuff out.
I think it could be an amazing project.
But
Really?
he's like a genuinely good drummer.
That's the.
He's better than Ted Nugent is a guitar player.
So that's what I'm getting at. Is like this is what really is going to fascinate me, is seeing their personalities beyond all of their great talent, and
Right.
they're actually really talented.
Yeah.
Now he's Jason when he first came in.
Give me a hug from rock and roll rhythm and blues heaven, man.
Knowing that he was there immediately made me think of the thunder drumming, thunder god John Bonham legacy, and that he does an exceptional, if not downright perfect job.
We shall call upon the souls of all blood brothers past.
You see what I mean? He is a Gary Busey,
Yeah.
Think? Oh, yeah.
He's just Gary Busey without the head trauma.
which is a lot less entertaining.
Right.
And I think he went, oh, kind of cool. I hope he thought,
No, this is not going to be good. This is not
No.
going to be fun.
But I figured any drummer that would be invited to a Ted Nugent party.
Yeah. Ted Nugent's going to tell the drummer how to play the drums, and that's not going to go well.
Do it like this.
because he's got such a strong personality.
Strong is not the word.
I think everyone's expectations range from, wow, I'm going to meet.
So I've only known this guy from the show Oz, about prison on HBO in the 90s. Very graphic, very disturbing show. And he fit right in.
Huh.
Not even a real actor, I suppose. I don't know, but he fit in.
Well, he's showing up in an SS Camaro convertible.
He was with the Aryans, obviously.
Biohazard.
Biohazard sang about all the biohazards in the world.
Oh, he was singing on that.
Things that were bringing society down.
Did I mention on the show he was with the Aryans?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just didn't want to confuse anyone.
We've played shows with the Red Hot Chili Peppers and David Bowie.
Okay, so right now he's kind of like the reality star on Surreal Life, right? Like, I mean, he's like, yeah, he's one of the C-list,
Right.
D-list.
They call TerrorVision.
Now he's in porno. Let's say D-list.
Jeez.
It'd be nice.
Tend to be what I'm not. Love me or hate me, take me or leave me, you know?
Seems like a lot of fun.
Stupid.
How many lies did the producers have to tell their publicists, their agents, and them to get them on this show?
100 million lies.
That's like 90% of the job, right?
Right.
Oh my
You know, Jason,
Like, I didn't grow up on Ted Nugent. Like, I know Cat Scratch Fever, and that's like about it.
you're not gonna have any fun at all, are you?
You don't know Stranglehold? That's the best one.
Next guy.
11-minute long song.
I didn't know Evan from Adam. So where was your last musical jihad?
The last Biohazard album,
Biohazard.
that's me.
I got buddies in the EPA, we'll be fine.
My initial feeling was like, wow, me and Ted are gonna fist fight by the end of the first day.
I say we bolt the
Good.
doors and everybody else can kiss my ass. This is it. We're gonna be in.
It's gonna be summer band camp.
Okay, I don't know his name, but I recognize him. I listened to Anthrax here and there
Right.
when they were popular in the 90s and always respected their work.
Yeah. He plays rhythm guitar in Mr. Bungle now because Mr. Bungle went back to a thrash metal sound from their original demos. And he does a fantastic job of that.
And his personality, from what I gather, I'm not an expert on this dude, has always been chill, always been cool, always been get along with,
Yeah.
and being supremely talented.
As a touring band since 1984.
But he is a tough guy. He's not like a punk.
No, he's a tough guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with him.
Since I was a little kid. I spend months at a time in a stinky tour bus.
This is what I think of when I think of like Supergroup and really getting together real rockers and stuff.
They're not gonna have any fun on our.
My life from the age of 30.
I mean, none of these guys are no names. Not even the bass player is not a no name because Biohazard I've seen around. I just never listened to it.
Never. I never show up.
Ted Nugent really is kind of the wild card because what isn't he kind of country rock now or what? Or no?
I don't know what he does now. I wouldn't listen to it.
I don't think of him as like rock and roll. I don't know. I don't think of him as the rock that everyone else rocks to. Heavy metal.
But in the 70s, he really was.
Okay.
Some nice digs.
Sebastian Bach still making music. We made a video about the old rockers still having the role, and
Yeah.
I liked it.
Whoa.
Current new music.
I want to make sure that whatever we come up with is good as the stuff that I've put out in the past.
Well, let's just get through the show.
Hey, Skid Row, man.
I am the original singer for Skid Row.
Jeez.
20 million. That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
We sold over 20 million albums worldwide.
Always had a good sound. Even when I wasn't into this kind of rock, I heard it and kind of bobbed my head because it was just good music.
Right.
And we're the first heavy metal band to debut at #1 on the Billboard chart.
Man, they must have rocked out all the time and just partied and
Yes.
Oh my God!
so exhausting.
Right.
You gotta want to do that. Like I talked about, you gotta want to eat pizza, smell pizza, eat more pizza, wake up and eat more pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Just have that personality type.
And then, of course, Sebastian comes in.
I do it too.
Oh my God!
We're the band!
Sebastian,
He is shocked.
Taylor, a great vocalist.
He is super shocked.
Just rock and roll fan.
How you doing? Blood brother!
Anybody that wired has got to be okay.
You're not gonna have any fun at all, are you?
I'm feeling like this is a dream. I respect all these musicians that I'm playing with so much, like every one of them, for a different reason.
Ted Nugent!
Me playing in a band with Ted Nugent is like playing in a band with Santa Claus.
So I hear all of this melts away,
Yeah.
and then we get real.
Guys deserve me. They're all virtuosos. They all got a lot of piss and vinegar.
Whip it out. I got me a rock and roll band. It's a Supergroup.
They've shown immediate and instinctive attentiveness to the beast of the music that I crave.
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Like he just comes off trolly too, like he's
Yeah.
trying to be a troll.
And he's like, I'm the leader, and everyone's gonna get on my vibe, and you know, we're all gonna do what I want. And it's like, you have some good songs, but so do we.
Already, so.
Because right now, I just think this is gonna be fun, and I'm just click off. You know,
Right.
I'm gonna go watch Corey Feldman dance.
I want to hear like, well, at least I have hair.
Right.
Think is applicable to this wad of humanity here.
Well, the 5 of us can't come up with something great, then we don't deserve to be in a band.
I think it's pretty simple. Just grab the guitar and get some riffs.
If you lose me, you're gonna lose everybody.
Some manager guy.
Comes the brains of the album.
Tommy Mottola, that's the only name I know. Doc McKee.
Million records. I've had the biggest band in the world, and I think that's why I was picked.
Holy. They got a manager too?
Yeah.
That's kind of.
God is back.
Unless he's really good at being adhesive and cohesive.
Yeah. Hopefully, he has a psychology degree and not an economics degree.
With all due respect.
'Cause he's gonna need it.
Tell me nothing new, but he is a great stamp of approval, and I have total confidence in him. He's a great man.
I've only had one manager in my life up to this point, Doc McGee, who brought the world Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Scorpions, my band.
I found him when he was like 16 years old, and had a lot of success and a lot of headaches.
It didn't end the way I wanted it to. He managed me for 10 years, and then he kicked me out of the band. So how would you feel?
Right.
You have something probably to tell us of what they're at.
Could you still do your job though? Like,
Aye.
just kick you out when you're doing great?
A few objectives because there's a lot to do.
I tell these guys we got to encapsulate the creation of a band that takes 12 years into 12 greasy-ass days.
It's going to be fun, for sure. It's going to be more challenging than I thought. Let's go get our stuff in the rooms, and in 15 minutes we'll meet back down so we can just go over some stuff.
Yeah, 3 hours later.
Right.
Yeah, they got the right house.
I got a lot of vitamin C.
This is AI. This is a complete AI generated house.
Right, yeah, it's bananas. It's somebody with more money than sense.
That was like ridiculous. I'm in a band with Ted Nugent.
Just look at everything is overwhelming.
Yeah, the ceilings are bananas.
Like I don't know if I could like be high in that kind of like on weed. I would just lose it. You know, just like, I'm in the.
Everything's moving.
I'm in the birthday.
There's a motorcycle in my bedroom. Did I put that there?
That is killer.
This is the ugliest house I've ever seen.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
What the one thing it has? Different.
Dude, we're in a band with Ted Nugent. Listen, the band should be.
It's really freaking me out.
The band should be called In a Band with Ted Nugent.
Wow! I thought Eddie Van Halen was here. This is beautiful. This'll do. This is fit for a supergroup.
To do this, we got 12 days. At the end of the 12 days, we have to play a show, okay? But I think that if we concentrate on writing one great song.
Talking about one great song in 12 days. My brain is going into what would I want to see Sebastian Bach do on a microphone with Jason Bonham behind him, some growling, obnoxious on bass guitar, and some rainbow goatee doubling my guitar line, and I already got a bunch of ideas. I could go in there right now.
See, before we knew Gary Busey, this would be semi-shocking and stuff.
Right.
Now it's very lukewarm.
Right, he's grabbing people, he's throwing punches at them. Like, bro, I don't know you like that.
Gary would accidentally headbutt them.
Right.
And be like, oh, sorry about that.
He's like, no, that was a spiritual connection we just made.
Right. I think we ought to be called chesty pullers.
Called spirit heads. I missed what he said.
Chesty pulls.
It's a close.
Chesty pullers.
Be forgotten quick.
How about we call the band Venison? Obvious.
Why don't we just call ourselves Monsters of Doc?
What if we name the band The Situation?
The Situation. It's not a good name for a band. It sounds like just as stupid as Spinal Tap.
How about SG?
SG, you said? Oh, yeah. The letter's SG.
Supergroup.
I think we ought to avoid anything referencing a supergroup.
We've gone through every bull name in America. Let's start thinking about that. But in the 12 days that
Call yourselves like Ego Cock. Just get to the root of who you guys are.
Picking a band name is harder than a 10-minute, like,
can they
brain session.
Just use ChatGPT like we did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they can.
That's what happened.
I don't regret it at all.
No, it's great. It works for everything.
Yeah, we need to do something about that too, by the way.
I'm Danushka,
Danushka.
your personal chef.
Wow.
I really do think Gary Busey either took his thing. I don't know who came up with it first, but Busey did it way better.
Busey's more likable.
They're a handful.
Sex is God's gift to us, man. It's not supposed to be something we're supposed to be ashamed of.
Evan, of course, he's a porno star now. I don't know if everybody knows that, but I was just in the airport buying a porno mag, and there's...
Yeah, okay.
I want to see that. What the
I was just buying porno mags in the airport.
in the airport.
And I stumbled across this guy. Let's judge him.
I got to keep up my image.
Girls. And the women who are dissing it were secretly wishing they were those girls.
I'm walking down the street in New York City, and my chick Maria's wearing this white top with like fur on it, and I see this ass hanging out of his car, staring right at my chick, man. And I go, "Who's that ass?" Hey, Evan, what the? You go, hey,
I thought it was two chicks walking.
Okay, so
that's ball bullshit.
Yeah, I'm hoping we have less of this hangout stuff.
Big guy, big mouth,
and more creative conflict.
Yeah, I want to see music clashes.
There's another
We're overthinking this. It was good.
It just sounded like old guy rock.
Ted's riffs sound really mean.
Well, I want to make everything in G flat, man. That's real progressive. And it's like, man, can you just play the regular stuff that everyone plays? We have 12 days.
Play those two riffs.
Let's try everything.
All right, I'll try that.
All right, here we go. We're getting into this.
Yeah.
See what we like. You know what I mean? There's a
This is when...
Yeah, this guy's trying to play metal and everyone else is trying to make rock.
Because you have a lot of rockers. I mean, you have a legit metalhead there, but...
Harness the best of each.
But Scott Ian's able to play more than that. That's just what he likes. Doesn't sound like the bass player is as versatile.
And you're not going to get Ted Nugent to go into some crazy outlier stuff that he wants to do.
No way.
So it's a group.
Between all of us really worked incredibly.
I'm going to the strip club now. Better you than me.
He's literally leaving
to
go to the strip club.
VIP reservations for us at Scores.
Scores, man!
Got a tattoo. How many days do they have?
I know.
We're after it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, but I got VIP.
At noon when you come dragging your ass in.
You're not going?
No.
Like, I need a topless, smoky,
Kind of have to go.
diaper bar.
He does.
Shouldn't go out. Shouldn't go out. Ted was in bed before I could even ask him if he wanted to go. I got to cut him a lot of slack because he's a rock star and he's the same age as my dad.
We bid you all adieu.
Do we even need...
Yeah, that guy's already a problem when it comes to the goal.
to doing what you signed up to do?
He's more signed up for the process, but he doesn't seem to be focused on the goal.
And like you could even argue that Nugent is like, oh, he's going to bed early, but it's like that's only going to help the everything. He's not going to go get hammered and.
I'm good.
You're scared, huh?
Very scared. We weren't in Skid Row. We weren't in Motley Crue. We were Anthrax.
That's
we
right.
didn't leave with the strippers. We just went, spent all our money, and then got on the bus with a boner.
If any of these guys actually say, I don't really want to go to the strip club, they're really lying. This is like every man's birthright. They're really saying,
He's not coming off well.
because of my chick getting upset with me. It's like big deal. It's like a strip club, you know?
That's definitely Evan's element.
You guys kiss each other?
It's like nursery school for Evan compared to his real element.
It's good to be in Supergroup.
While they're going to the bars, I'm doing the important things in life. Having a good that destroys plumbing.
A lot of good music's going to come from this. Day 2.
Yeah.
We're now on day 2.
Well, my thing last night when Evan was saying I want to do the blues song or A&E, the way I do things, any idea should be okay to try. Do you know what I mean?
less travel, baby. You gotta explore that road.
That's
before
right.
You decide it doesn't go someplace cool.
Yeah, and like if somebody says, I don't want to try that, like just try it. You know what I mean?
You think I might know what you mean? Yeah. I want to be Mr. Bandmate, but I'll tell you my was in a knot. But I'm gonna be really understandable and I'm gonna let it rip.
But just like being in the sun, man.
Yeah, I'll go run with you. Everyone said that if anybody went running together, it was really gay. So I was like, well, I'll go running with Sebastian.
A different time.
And I know he's not gay. Well, I don't know he's not gay, but I'm pretty sure he's not gay. And it wouldn't matter if he was.
So it's of a time when rampant homophobia was a thing.
Listen to music
He's going to run with him?
tonight. No, dude, I'm not that.
And they're like, yeah, if we run together, people will think we're married. What? Just run.
Focus on getting
Yeah.
exercise, dude.
Right.
It's like chasing a
That's me saying that.
Well, he left him. A little harp.
Still show time. Obviously, it's better to be on time and keep to a schedule, but it is rock and roll.
When Supergroup.
But it is rock and roll. Anyone with that attitude is wrong. You have to understand that the music business is a business, and professionalism is incredibly important. All the stories about this, cocaine this and alcohol this and everything that's all done around the business of getting money.
Scheduled for 11 a.m. I had to go running, dude. What? Me having a meeting with Doc is not going to help me look my best in 12 days. Maybe we should have the meeting like...
Well, jogging isn't going to do much for you in 12 days.
Well, you got to keep it up.
Let's see if I got this right. Maybe we should...
But I can almost already see the tension because he did fire him.
Right.
And so he's like, I'm not, I'm going to go running.
Totally.
Fuck off.
better for my career.
We got a lot of to do today.
We got a meeting now?
No, we had a...
Yeah, Sebastian Bach would almost love to see this guy fail.
Yeah.
and feel like his career is not going to change that much, but he can kind of mess up that guy that messed him up.
Yeah.
That might be attractive to him.
Usually constitutes a band meeting when the band's there.
Obviously, it's better to be on time and keep to a schedule, but it is rock and roll.
How many times are they going to show the same clip? Jesus.
I know they do the coming up next.
Someone you found? Yes, I'm so happy you could make it.
All right, Mr. Manager, what's the premise of this here meeting?
Well, it's actually a branding meeting. We have a team of people that we put together. This is a really good publicity firm. It's called City Publicity.
Called Fufi No.
Branding for
Sleepy Weasel 2000.
all different kinds of things.
They're gonna love us.
I'm not really sure what the PR people are doing here yet.
PR people are consumed with imagery, and I always think that Ted Nugent needs an imagery direction like a dairy farmer needs a milkman.
Maybe they can advise me of things I should say.
Hey man.
How you doing?
You guys did the Backstreet Boys, right? I'm a Bach Street boy.
Share your wisdom with us. How do we penetrate that ever suspicious media?
What's your pitch?
We're gonna talk to you. You're gonna. We're gonna ask
just
you.
Buzzwords, right? How are you spinning this thing? We're gonna vertically integrate it and move forward. We're gonna monetize this thing and streamline it. What's happening here, guys?
They jumped.
This is why they picked these people, because they're all horrible.
Felt like I was there to harm them.
We'd never talk in marketing speak. We specialize in.
Every musician's creativity has been harmed by a marketing person.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's why they're hostile.
Listen to my comrades here.
The marketing people say, change this, change this, change this, and then you'll be popular. And you're like, the reason I'm even talking to you is because I did everything my way already.
Yeah, it's like if we hired a marketer and they're like, do you need to sit on a couch? Can you like walk down the street?
Back to the walking on the street doesn't really seem like how we got to 5,000 subscribers.
It'll play to the walkies.
We don't care about them. We're all shut-ins.
No, fuck off.
Over everybody.
So that's why they're hostile to the marketing people. The marketing people think they're there to help and make it better, and they always make it worse.
Well, we haven't had a chance to talk yet.
None of us can get our thought out. Let's hear everybody and then respond.
Go around the room. Scott, what are your thoughts of being here? I think we should have one of those, the talking stick.
You're only speaking if you have the hot sauce.
That's not gonna work.
Deserve my input. What would you think if a guy came to you, Mr. LA, and said, we're gonna call ourselves Blood Brothers?
I'd ask you why.
Come on, put the thinking cap on, pal.
Well, the story's not just about the name. I didn't know how we were going to get through 12 days. When we walked in, I thought, oh my God, I'm just not built for this.
I want to see what your
Just shut up and earn your money. Yeah, like, I'm on their side now. Like the marketers are dummies. Like
right, they are.
You're walking into this. Be ready.
Have an idea. Don't just say, "What do you guys think?"
As we threw them to the wolves as soon as they walked in.
What can we do for you?
They're marketers. They're the wolves.
Right.
They just smile.
People to see because
Photo shoot
with Maxim and hopefully it goes smoothly.
What did they resolve from that meeting?
Nothing.
We have hours. They show an hour clock countdown.
I know.
Yeah, that's it.
He comes off a little, whatever, but he comes off quieter and I would say a little socially awkward.
I'd say he's more
reserved,
pragmatic, and more focused on. Well, he definitely is, like kind of socially awkward, but that's what metal people get into.
I didn't realize that permeated past
You're owning it.
into his real personality. I know that sounds really silly, but I've never really seen him outside of anything. So seeing him in the real world makes me think of like one of the high school kids that was into metal, but not really into chatting with anybody, or being accepted or going to parties.
Yeah.
And seeing him as a fleshed out adult and a really talented guy, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, he took that vibe into being world famous.
Yeah, incredible.
Hey, who do you think you are, Bret Michaels?
Aficionado.
Whatever, play any music you want, make fun of him any way you want. I'm sure he banged so many women that his penis should have fallen off.
I know. Dude Looks Like a Lady is actually about Vince Neil.
Really?
Yeah.
He did.
That's good.
Yeah.
Next.
Wasn't me,
Let me be the front man with the nice.
Like even these are all over the place. It doesn't make sense.
Front man.
If you're gonna punk around, bend over.
I don't pucker. I never.
Call them like scatter scunt. I don't know.
That's a pretty good name.
You got to be titillate. Yeah, exactly. Fist penis.
That's good. That's it. That's it. No more of that. That's the good one. Good.
That is rock and roll, okay? That's rock. Hours maybe, I don't know. Jamming with these guys is not like work. It's like a dream.
That's like what we do. Is this really work? No. Do I always want to be here? No. Do I like Kyle? Yes. Do I like him?
False. 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 False.
But this is fun.
This is what we do for fun.
What we choose to do.
Right.
And then you gawk at us, and we read the mean comments and talk to each other.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
If we're up to Sebastian, we would
just managing the vitriol.
Scott and I are musically the closest on the same page. In the bridge, I still think it should be every other one. Let's try every other one again.
Yeah, this is where it's gonna. This is where the conflict is. This is where it goes on or off the rails. The meat of the show. Ted is actually doing well. For how they're editing it is showing him being pretty diplomatic,
right,
and not being a juggernaut.
And you can take care of business.
Oh, he shaved off this thing.
Flavor saver.
There's a time.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, I don't know how this happened, but they literally say, you know what? Let's do this, this, and this, and the money shot is going to be that.
Right.
Money shot. Do you know what a money shot is?
I do.
We do, and I think you do too. I've heard people from churches.
Yeah.
I've heard school administrators.
Right. They think that it's just the really good part. And it is. But you keep using that word. I do not think you know what it means.
This is, but there's no Ted and no Evan.
Oh, I didn't mix it. Like, get it.
Hey, Glenn.
Uh-oh.
I'm the audio supervisor.
Oh, God. Who would sign up for this?
A moron.
But is this a multi-track recording?
I've got a multi-track, yeah. This is just a 2-track.
Because there's no bass and there's no Ted Nugent.
It's not a studio. This is not a recording studio.
We're going to make a recording studio out of this. If they don't want to make this a studio, we'll go to a studio. We'll rent the studio ourselves.
Isn't there too much bleed if you're too close? I don't know.
Yes. You can't separate any of the instruments to change the level, so you have to have it perfect while you're recording it, and I guess they didn't do that.
No, that's not what this is about.
Dude, don't tell me what this is about. I know how to do
We're
this.
going to make music.
I told them I would do my best to give them all the tools that they needed.
I can give you copies of the session, all the tracks.
On my part, that was going to require a bit of reprogramming.
Does this guy look incompetent? Does he look like he's flustered or doesn't know what he's doing? It looks like he's tired already and he knows what the deal is.
Right.
So
they're being prima donnas. They think they're in a recording studio in order to make a record. And they're not. They're just there to listen back to the practice that they're having. That's a very different experience. And they're saying, how come you don't have a 48-channel board in here? And he goes, because we're not making a record. We're making songs and listening back to the recordings. And they say, well, we'll just go rent a studio then.
Don't tell me what this is about.
Right.
The entire system, because that's not what it was set up to do.
You want that now?
Might as well.
Got it.
I would never be like an editor for a 12-day.
Here's your verse. Ready?
Short film with 5 of the best whatevers. No way.
Right.
A verse of hate.
Yeah.
Over and over. The twisted hand of fate. Sucking the lifeblood of all.
Ted Nugent. I will say this about him. He is a smart fellow.
Yeah.
Okay? He's definitely picking his battles. And he's letting these guys kind of waste their energy.
Right.
The feeling that I get from it is it's almost like a fight.
Yeah. There's a push and pull.
He's like a 800-pound gorilla who watches the smaller ones kind of battle it out.
Right.
And he just sits there and watches them. And
That's a good observation. I kind of see that happening too, now that you mention it.
Fast, too.
Comment below if you see things.
A computer, so I have like a backlog, if you will.
Call it backlog.
Backlog.
Loose cannon.
And a piece of shit with his face on it.
It's something I do every day.
Take it back! That's the second title I have it down right there. Take it back! For me, that means this is our stage. Take it back! All right? We've come to...
Say that a lot of times.
What is he?
Play the down. I'm serious. Deep in the darkness, in the universe of hate, over and over, the twist
Whoa, what was that?
I'm blowing up the blue mic here for some reason.
I did my very best for them to be able to record. I let them know that it was going to take a little bit of time, and that...
To get everything properly leveled and everything. And he's screaming at the top of his lungs.
Right.
What the f?
It's just that I can't wave my magic wand and make it happen. It takes a little bit of thought, it takes a little bit of time, it takes a little bit of action on my part.
The music behind his part where he's talking is one of the best mixed albums of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is that Def Leppard album that we talked about in the other video. They're all asking for a recording studio experience, and they're all like, well, go home and get a bunch of equipment. And he goes, well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, well, let's put a TV studio in here while we're at it.
We do have a TV studio.
Oh, of course, yes.
No, this isn't a living room. It's a giant expanse.
Don't push
media.
your hands. Don't go too
Oh no!
The illusion's broken.
Right.
For whatever frustrations they had with each other and with the manager and with the show and all the multitude of mountainous lies that they were told to get onto this show, now that they're on it, they can't get out. They're going to make whoever's below them like this the scapegoat. And unfortunately, that's a pretty well-known move that stars can do.
Right.
Where are we in the song?
Look.
My mic was hot.
You're in the wrong part.
I was doing my very best to help them out, and Evan stuck his head out into the control room.
Dude, what are you guys doing?
It started calling into question my professional abilities. At that point, it was a little bit offensive.
Every time we say stop and start recording, you guys skip us by. Stop it.
Just start it at the beginning and press play.
Where's the manager? Where's any buffer to tell these idiots to chill out?
He giving you attitude? Are you kidding me?
This is not his job.
Don't talk to me that way.
Don't piss off your engineer.
Turn around.
You're on a time crunch and you're not, you're rocking Biohazard, dude.
I have a feeling that this is why Biohazard didn't get bigger.
Breeders of dissension in our camp.
I think that maybe Evan and Sebastian should stop focusing on my ability to perform and start focusing on their own abilities to perform.
No, it's almost exactly what Chris said. To deflect the fact that the songs are not going well, they're like, it's the engineer.
It's the shame. So now they're going out again. They have time to spare. I love it.
This is a terrible idea. This is all the producers making them go out and be wild.
I'm sure they're like required.
I've signed one boot. And it was probably some 40-year-old broad.
I thought you were going to say fucking foreigner. Shout out to our foreign friends.
Hey, foreigners, comment below.
Young kid band.
Texas counts.
I was a little hammered, and they looked right at me and they go, dude, this one's for you. And then they went into the song Black Sabbath. And it's only 3 notes. Down, 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 so I thought I could go sing it. What is this that stands before me? So I would come in with a vocal and then they would stop playing. That stands before me. Play the song. And that takes balls to do that. It does. Okay, play your song.
How dare you have Sebastian Bach come up on stage and stop playing? F***ing chimps.
Ted's winning me over.
What happened there? I don't understand.
They started playing a song that Sebastian Bach knew, and he jumped up to sing the song because he knew it, and the band stopped playing behind him.
On purpose to what, mess with him?
They get off the fucking stage.
Oh, they didn't want him there.
No.
They did it a couple times.
Look, everyone wants to know the band I was in. I'm not going to say the name of the band. The band is Luce, L-U-C-E, just like mom rock.
There, now you don't have to hunt and pin Kyle.
Right.
And
Our big song was in 13 Going on 30 during the shopping scene. got to go all over the place. Got to go to Canada and Mexico and Hawaii and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it was great. Sebastian Bach could come play with us.
I hope our first public appearance is a good omen of things to come because I'm hoping the buzz builds.
Let's rock.
It's completely possible that the 5 of us could be in this room and not come up with anything cool.
That's right.
This isn't really thrilling me yet.
These guys have their work cut out for them. They need a strong name.
Savage animal.
Lord Hugh Magnus is the greatest name ever.
Celebutard.
I love it. I love it.
I need that shirt.
Soulless existence. Like,
yeah. Sing it.
If anybody thinks it's going to sound good, they're sadly mistaken.
I can go down here to the Holiday Inn, and those guys will play better than these guys will any day of the week.
Overwhelmed. These guys take...
Well, I haven't heard that much of it. He might be right. I mean, there's got to be a consensus. Yeah, there's Ted Nugent. There's got to be a consensus on what the sound is and what the groove is, and people have to lock in together, not only musically, but also, you know, you have to develop a personal bond to trust between the bass player and the drummer.
I'm playing.
Get away from me.
Kill you, John.
He's wasted.
Evan's mad.
Not a good combination.
Ooh.
Get away from me.
Okay, I'm here for it. I'd love to see Sebastian Bach get punched in the face.
Counterproductive mayhem.
It sounds great.
Looks like that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. And I've said before...
Somebody's leaving.
Coming back.
This is going to be a train wreck.
But a train wreck on top of a car crash.
With the band falling apart.
If you don't back up alcohol with Rockstar vitamins, everything gets out of control.
I'm not doing it.
Someone here is...
Oh, is that their show? Look how small it is.
I know.
Oh, someone's not on.
There's no way this is going to happen.
Shout out to a friend of ours, Tyler, who gave us an extra light.
Oh, lights, yeah, thanks, Tyler.
Who also asked me when he gave me the lights for this show, said, "Who's Corey Feldman?" And then I laughed like he's doing it. And then
He's the basis of our whole premise.
Yeah, and I said, you know, and he's like, I don't know any of that. I've heard of Gremlins. That was a thing, right?
Is that like Garfield?
So Supergroup seems to be like it's going to be a good show. I think it's interesting because I thought Ted Nugent was going to be this Puck of the real world kind of instigator, Johnny Fairplay kind of guy. And it turns out he's much smarter than that.
Especially when he walked in there and he was like, yeah, everyone's going to get on board with my sound and I'm going to lead everything. And I was like, oh no. And it turns out it's the bass player who is an important component of the band, but is not usually where leadership stems from.
Want to see more of this? Comment below. Let us know your thoughts. This was a viewer suggestion that I'm glad we stumbled upon. Again, sorry that the quality doesn't look great, but the only place I could find the episodes was on YouTube.
Actually, anything you want us to change about this channel, please comment below. We take it all very seriously and we change anytime anyone says anything. Oh, that's right. We're not changing shit. This is all we do. Supergroup, we're going to go through the whole season. I hope you come along with us right here on Carl the Couch or whatever. What was the couch's name?
Deanne? I don't know.
Yeah, comment below if you remember what the couch's name is.
We don't care.
No one cares. None of this matters. Thank you for watching Supergroup. Pew, 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 pew.
I get to put sofas on. Extra work for me.
Yeah. Oh, good. More work.